happy birthday.
Thank you.
Did you know that you celebrate your birthday with country music now? Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson.
Yeah, 30th of April as well.
Yeah.
Nice. He's pretty good.
Gail Godot, Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
I could keep going, but I won't. Chris's mum as well, of course.
Yeah. It's a good day to be born. Tauruses were feisty.
And 42. Yeah. How many of those years have Bolton added on to you then?
feels like a lot this year, but no, it's been a good season. I've enjoyed it. It's as I said, it's been loads of ups and downs. We've played some really good stuff at times. We've been really consistent. In the main, if it's only lose, the amount of games that we've lost is a positive. We've only lost 2. I think someone told me the other day in the last 20 odd games, so that's pleasing. We would have liked to have put in more of a challenge to go into them top 2 positions, but going into the final week of the season, we're still in a good position to achieve the objective, which was to try and get promoted. So yeah, it's I said I've enjoyed it.
You obviously want to finish strong, because there's still a few games hopefully to go, but do you feel like it has been building towards that? Do you think you've been seeing the right improvement? Because if you're tailing off, you'd be worried, but it feels like performances, the team's galvanised a little bit in this what's been a really difficult run-in.
Yeah, the last 7 games were always going to be a challenge when the fixtures come out in June, and we looked at them and we said you would expect all of them teams to be in and around it. With the likes of Argyle coming down from the Championship, Luton coming down. We knew that them teams would be strong. We probably didn't expect Lincoln and Stevenage to be in the top 6, but they've proved all season how difficult they can be to play against. So we knew when we seen them fixtures, we had to be right and perform well and not be chasing. I think it's been important that we haven't chased. We've been in the top 6 for things since game week 15, so we have been trying to catch the top 2. Didn't quite manage it because we've drawn too many games, but overall we've been there or thereabouts, so we want that to continue. Not
losing games is important, certainly when it comes down to the playoffs, because if you carry on doing that, then your job's a good one. But is that a mentality thing? Because there have been times where you've been on the ropes a little bit. I know there've been a few frustrating draws, but thinking back to the games with 10 men, etc., where you've shown that kind of strength of character.
Yeah, I think we've been down to 10 men 3 or 4 times this season and haven't been beat. So that shows that takes a bit of organisation and some character to get through them sticky moments. I think the way the season goes, it doesn't always pan out exactly how you want it to, but what we've shown is that we never give up. And some of the draws, as you say, have been frustrating, but some of them have been like from nowhere.
Yeah.
That Huddersfield game when we're 3-1 down with 15 minutes to go, and then we get back into it and score ourselves a goal because we're going for it and get one in the last minute. That point was proved to be massive. We're going into the last week of the season not worried that you can fall out of the top 6, so that's important. But everything happens for a reason in football and in life, so we just keep going.
Are you asking for more of the same? Because I think the performance at Bradford last week, although it is one of those draws, you can't have terribly many complaints with the way the team played.
No, the team played really well. I felt we probably should have won the game. Against Bradford at times you're going to come under a spell of pressure, and from their moment of pressure that we didn't deal with a ball coming into the box, we were punished with the equaliser. But I think on reflection we probably had the better chances. But again, I wouldn't argue that a draw was a fair result either. But the performance was good. The way the lads went about it, how competitive we were. We went toe-to-toe with a team who were really physical, showed a different side to us on a difficult pitch, not the easiest pitch to pass it on. We played really well. The game before that, we thought we played well as well against Huddersfield. Obviously, the sending off changed the outcome to an extent of that. And the game before that against Stevenage, we were excellent. So it's one of them. We just got to keep going. We've got players who are coming back into good form, players who are coming back from injury, and we go into the playoffs with confidence.
Are we seeing the best of Ibi now? Because he's had a strange old season, but he's certainly finishing strong.
he was brilliant on Saturday, and who knows, like that goal that he comes on, plays right back and scores a goal in the top corner in the last minute. Like things like that can can turn someone's season. But what he's always done is he's shown the quality that he's got in training. At times he showed it on the pitch. At times he's also really frustrating in training. The players lose the rag with him all the time because he tries things that don't come off occasionally. But when they do come off, like it did on Saturday, it's, you know, it shows how much talent that he's got. But he's never stopped trying. He's always been positive. He's one of the nicest people that I've ever worked with and coached. And I'm really pleased for him that he got his sort of
moment
appreciation from the fans, because I think everybody said to me how good he was.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can continue that and be a big player for us in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's some players that you're rooting for him, and it doesn't always work out because football's a ruthless game. But it would be lovely to see him have his moment again and see it through.
Yeah, it would, because as I say, it's not easy, especially with the squad that I've had this season. There's been times where I've had to leave Ibs out on match day squads, and I have to call him on the day of the game, or Richie has to speak to him sometimes. And what he's never been is down or disrespectful and made it all about himself. You know, he's always been, I understand it, coach. I understand the coach. You have a tough job and a big squad to choose from, and he's always like trained properly no matter what. He's never like down tools or, you know, made it a selfish thing, which can happen in football. So he's been brilliant from that point of view, but also he's shown, I say, day in, day out, the quality that he's got. And if he can just get that onto the pitch all the time, then he's a top player.
Are you glad there's something there's a motivational factor about Saturday's game? It isn't a dead rubber. There's obviously third place to play for, home advantage, and the fact that Luton come in needing a win as well, rather than it being just a relaxation job.
Yeah, because they're not great, them games at the end of the season when there's nothing to play for. Like, it's, say, it can end up being a little bit flat going into, you know, the next few weeks that we don't want to be flat. So we understand that we're playing up against an opponent that are really good, so therefore our standards have to be high, and we want to finish as strongly as possible because we want to try and cement that third position. We feel as though we've been the third best team all season, so let's go and get that position that we feel as though we deserve. And yeah, that will build confidence going in. If we go into this game and, you know, when we get a result from it, then it's only Cardiff in the last 7 games that have managed to come out on top of us, which gives us belief whoever we play against in the playoff mix.
24,000 plus going to be there Saturday. I think this is going to be the 5th year in a row that average attendances have gone up, and it's the highest since the Premier League days as well. Yeah. So the public are definitely backing you, home and away, and I suppose you'd be looking to reward them.
Well, yeah, with the ultimate prize of getting out of this division, that is the reward. But we will, you know, enjoy going round and giving them a clap and do that lap of appreciation, because it is important. Like, I know it's frustrating sometimes. It has been frustrating watching us this season at times, where games are in so much control of and we've made mistakes and haven't managed to get 3 points. I know that can be frustrating, but I also think the majority of our fans that will watch us will say we haven't been boring to watch either. We've had a right good go. The players have given everything, and we haven't managed to get automatic promotion, but we're still in a chance of getting what we really wanted. So let's enjoy the rest of the few weeks that we've got left.